Yeah, I'm happy the Cowboys lost and the Eagles won. But Jalen Carter, look, my guy, you have all the ability and the results thus far to become a $40 million per year guy. But man, you keep doing dumb shit like what you did tonight by spitting on Dak Prescott, and I don't want to hear people say, "Well, Dak spit at him first," even though he spit at the ground. The huge difference between spitting at the ground and spitting upon someone. Huge difference. We found that out tonight. Anyway, this guy, man, the Eagles took a chance on him when a lot of people were passing up on him. A lot of GMs around the league said, "No, no, no, we don't want to take a chance on this Georgia guy. He was doing speed racing with his buddy that ended up getting someone killed." Yeah, they look past that here in Philadelphia, and Howie Roseman still picked you. I don't want to. You know what? I don't want to see this guy ever breaking out of a defensive huddle to start jaw jacking with the offense anymore. I don't want to see this guy look sternly at anyone if there's a call that didn't go his way or anything. I don't want to see this guy get so much as a runny nose on the field at this point. And honestly, we will be lucky in Philadelphia if he's only suspended for 2 games. I mean, the league may actually bump it down to 1 game because they'll look at it and say, like, well, he technically missed all of tonight's game. And Dak spit at him first, so he was retaliating, even though Dak wasn't spitting on him and he spit on Dak. My guy, man, you are the heart of this line, this defensive line. They missed you tonight big time. Because Dallas had no problem running up the gut without you there. You're a complete game-changing disruptor. Cut this stupid, untamed shit out. Or just get out. At this point, I'd rather see them succeed than someone who's going to treat another human being like a complete bitch. I'm sorry, spitting on someone is a complete bitch move. Go off the field smiling. Shut up. You're a bitch, man. And that's the thing that pisses me off is like, man, you were the guy that like people were praising in the Super Bowl because you got that illegal hands to the face that didn't get called. People were like, "Oh, finally a call didn't go the Chiefs' way. Patrick Mahomes got knocked on his ass and got a hands to the face that didn't even get called." And this team in Philadelphia is being so beloved on just even a national level. But now the one thing that is going to be taken away on a national level more than anything else is the guy that spit on the quarterback. The guy that spit on the Dallas Cowboys quarterback. Like, even if you don't follow football, don't know the names, you're casually watching it, you're going to be like, yeah, that's the game where that guy spit on the Dallas Cowboys quarterback. Yeah, I remember that. What else happened in that game? I don't know. I forget who even won. But I remember that guy spit on the quarterback. Thanks. That just anything to help the Philadelphia image here, Jalen. Thanks a lot. As for the game itself, look, I don't know what was in the rain tonight, but man, that's like in Harry Potter where they put like the memory spells in the rain and it rains down everyone in the city and they have a lapse in memory so they don't remember that there was just like a big fight that went on between wizards. But anyway, too deep of a reference here, dorkology, sorry. But anyway, the rain just like deactivated all scoring. There was was it 20? Yeah, 24 to 20. No, excuse me, 21 to 20 at halftime. So 41 points in the first half and only 1 field goal after that. And then the rain came and there's no scoring after that. Just a bizarre game. Just a bizarre game. But like I said before, these first week or 2 games of the seasons, they end up being just murky messes that you don't take too much from. But one thing that I will take something away from in this game is that I think Dallas, and I think if you're a hater of the Cowboys, you got to admit Dallas looked a lot better than we thought they were going to look like. They had many chances to win that game. And let's be real. This game is played again 9 times out of 10. CeeDee's going to catch those balls. I mean, it's hilarious that he didn't. It's hilarious. But yeah, most of the time CeeDee is going to catch those balls. Like he hit like a quota for catches, and then all of a sudden the second half he was like, "No, I'm good. I'm not about that catching life anymore. Sorry, I gotta let this hit the ground after it hits my hands." Oh, but man, that's just crazy game. Crazy game. Defense for the Eagles pitched a shutout. Adoree Jackson, wow, I heard his name called in that game so much last night, and for nothing positive. My God, he sucks. They need to figure something out because he ain't in a corner. They need to get rid of him. Find something off the garbage heap. Go back to the Giants, Adoree. Just leave. Bye. But man, Jalen did his thing. Jalen Hurts. Jalen Carter did his thing too. But Jalen Hurts did his thing. Saquon Barkley, and he got shut down for the most part if you look at his total yardage. But man, all of that 60-some yards he had, it's just like everything was just an impactful play. It was a first down, or it's like like a regular running back's going to get tackled for a loss, but he makes 2 yards out of it. It's just a bunch of something out of nothing plays, or just a big clutch first down type play. And man, it's so great that he's not on the Giants anymore. I'm just going to keep repeating that narrative that we left off on last year. But anyway, I think honestly, the single biggest play of the game, and I think people should give him his flowers, and that was Jake Elliott hitting that field goal for 58 yards out. I was just like, oh, God, he better not miss this because Dallas is going to have such good field position early in the third quarter. Oh, my God, he hit it from 58 yards out, and that shit had stress in the net, man. That shit could have been good from 60-something. That was great. And that was the difference in the game. It made it a 4-point deficit at that point, 24-20. Then the rain came, and everyone stopped playing for an hour and then realized they don't want to do any more scoring in the game. But on that final Dallas drive, it changes it dramatically. Now, I know at the time you don't assume that that's going to be the last point scored in the game, but making that a 4-point deficit in Dallas's final drive, where now they're not playing to set up a field goal, which Aubrey would hit from like 80 yards out if he had to. You're playing to get in the end zone. You're taking a very good field kicker's leg out of the game in Dallas and forcing him to get in the end zone, take those chances to CD, and have CD watch that ball hit his hands over and over and over again, which, I don't know, they were having better luck with Pickens in this game. I would have picked on Pickens a little bit more, but instead, they tried to make their superstar that much more of a superstar, and he became a pooper star because he kept dropping the ball off his hands. Thank you, CD. Thank you. Thank you for all the earthworms that you killed in this game by letting the ball hit the ground. Thank you. Anyway, just take it in the next week. Again, I'm still like the Jalen Carter thing took me out of this game a bit because I'm just like in the back of my head the whole time I'm going like, man, we're probably not going to have him for Kansas City. Is he going to be back by week 3 or week 4? I don't know. Like all this is looming because I want to hear the league just either say he's suspended or not, fine, whatever, who cares? Just get this shit done with first thing tomorrow morning. Roger but that's the thing, like I have a feeling Roger's going to be pissed about this because like I said, this is the one indelible thing that's going to be taken from this game. That's the game where that guy spit on the other team's quarterback. Do you think Roger wants that to have to be the one big thing that the casual fans are going to take away from this game? The fans that he's trying to become, that Roger wants to become hardcore fans of the NFL? That they're just going to see that, oh, the people spit on each other? How disrespectful crap is that? I don't want to watch football. I want to watch soccer now. Blech. Anyway. Like I said, I'm a little bit shocked at how good Dallas played in this game. Dallas had any of many opportunities to win that game. And, of course, the final thing that I'm going to end with here is Miles Sanders and Mr. I'm making it personal against Philadelphia because they let me go and they went after that guy Saquon after I left. Oh, Mr. I'm making it personal. Thank you for dropping the ball at the 10-yard line and Quinyon Mitchell picking it up. And by the way, shout out to the Dallas Cowboys for it's technically not, well, I guess it is technically a defensive play because once there's a change of possession, the offense then becomes the defense, does it not? But the tackle of the game from the Dallas Cowboys was by Dak Prescott. Because if Dak Prescott didn't react immediately and grab Quinyon Mitchell by his ankles, he's still running through South Philly right now. He's like running out and going to the airport because he would have been gone if it wasn't for Dak Prescott being extremely heads up and making that tackle, which is very similar to that tackle in Seattle where Tony Romo got wrapped up after that missed field goal attempt. You guys remember that in Dallas? Tell me it doesn't remind you of that play where Tony Romo got his legs wrapped up after that botched field goal attempt where he had to pick it up and try and run it in the end zone against the Seahawks. Do you guys remember that? I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I have no soul for the Dallas Cowboys fans. I ain't sorry for shit. Anyway. Eagles escape this one. That's how I'm looking at it. Eagles escape this one. It's not surprised that they won because they should have won. They're the better team. I'm just surprised that Dallas looked as good as they did, in all honesty. And Dallas has the much easier schedule. You can't play around with games this year. If you want to win the NFC East, that's all I'm going to say is you can't play around games this year because the Eagles have a very toughest hit schedule. See, the games like this, if they're in the opportunity like what the Cowboys were in it tonight, they got to find a way to win that game the way that the Cowboys didn't find. Okay? So when the Eagles are in this position where they're down by 4 with a couple minutes left in the game, they have to find a way to win the game. They have to find a way to punch in the end zone. And they got all the tools to do it. And hopefully Jalen Carter's in that game and not spitting on the quarterback before he even takes the field for one snap in the entire game. Anyway, Eagles win. Cowboys lose. And now, you guys know where I work. Not really. You just know where this window is behind me. If I got my work lanyard on, if I raise this up a little higher, you can be able to see it. Oh, no, sorry, just kidding. That is all.